Hi Cancer, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Cancer Tarot reading. Cancer Love Tarot reading, Cancer Love reading, and as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, Cancer love messages, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Let's take a look at the energy coming in, Cancer. It's the Six of Swords and the Emperor. So there's somebody that, there's somebody here that you've, I don't know, I guess you could say you've had some communicative issues. It feels kind of like there's been, some sort of discord. And I really think that this is a no contact, no communication, and or in separation. Of course, it could be that there's just some kind of broken up communication, or there's like a pause button. You know, the Emperor is here, and it's sort of doing this for me. It's a pretty strong reversal. I'm wondering if somebody's making some kind of plan to come, but at the moment, Mars and Aries energy, by the way, there's like a power struggle around it. There's a little bit of overabundance, a lot of overabundance in pride and ego. Some kind of behaving, I don't know how to say it, but like it's emotionally immature kind of energy. It's very stagnant, the communication here. There's a lot of deep emotions involved here that are unresolved. It's just nobody's really moved on from whatever's going on here. Cancer. Let's continue on. It's a timeless reading, and you're here when you're meant to be here. It's a general tarot reading. Take what resonates and let the rest go. My third chakra is already starting to go wonky. This is not surprising. This is a reading where we're going into their feelings for you, your feelings for them, what you might need to know or don't see coming, what's on everybody's mind or somebody in particular. Is anyone making a move? Let's continue checking out the energy coming in. Wow, it's the Two of Swords and the High Priestess. Okay, this is pretty darn clear. The High Priestess is your energy, Cancer. Divine feminine energy, of course, a major arcana energy. And as you can see coming here with the Two of Swords, the Moon and Libra energy, everybody's kind of in their head. There is a decision to be made here. Literally here in the Two of Swords. And look what's interesting with our Two of Swords today. There are two birds here, messengers. On top of this birdhouse, which is like covering this person's eyes, of course. There's that energy of being indecisive in I would say their head, but I kind of feel like it's both. Nobody's really let anybody go or let something go. Is this also for you around, well, obviously trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, your gut instincts? These are your guardian angels in regard to a decision. Well, this is also a revealing energy. We need to dig in some more. Cancer, all your Cancer Love Tarot readings are linked in a playlist in the description below. You'll find all 12 zodiac signs there, all signs tarot, collective love readings, twin flame readings if you are on a twin flame journey. Let's continue bringing in the energy. It's the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Okay. Well, I got to tell you, the communication is definitely stagnant. There's kind of power struggles around it. Somebody here is talking about you. The energy here is just really clear that somebody's talking about you. They're maybe writing messages that they're not sending. There's just so much, there's so much left unsaid here that I don't know, ridiculous is the right word I want to use, but it just feels like it's just dragging. 8 of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius energy. And as I talk about here often at the Tarot Closet, Mercury is strongly connected to reading and writing, SMS, social media, email. But it can also be around phone calls, voice messages, and if you could say if you could see somebody, it's communicative, it's pretty fast. This is slowed down, and it's what has already been clearly coming through non-communicative. With that said, I'm wondering if we're looking at this message eventually coming through. It kind of feels like it. But it does feel like it's dragging out the pause in the communication, the lack of it, or for some of you, no contact, no communication, and or in separation. Like it's just going on too long. The 9 of Swords. Gemini and Mars, but he's not sleeping. Yeah, it's like they're going over in their head. Waking up kind of anxious. What's that decision around? Because it's also for you, obviously. It's your reading. Let's continue on. I want to remind you, if you hear my content anywhere, in any way, shape, or form, anywhere, whether it's on YouTube with those videos where they just lay out the cards and upload a bunch of readings, alter voices or not, you'll know. Those, you don't see the cards, you'll hear stuff. It's just so weird. It's not this. It's not a video, where it's me, other readers. If you hear my voice over those videos that don't change, you don't see me holding stuff up, all of that, it's stolen. As well as from other readers. If you're hearing and or seeing my readings in full anywhere, it's stolen. This is the only place I upload and release the Tarot Closet, my verified channel. Please keep those emails coming. Let me know so that we can continue to take them down. Thank you so much, Cancer. Let's continue with your reading. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Strength card. Leo energy, it's the 6 of Cups. Yeah. Wow, this is really clear. The Sun and Scorpio energy. So, first of all, this is exactly the energy that I'm feeling. It's in the partnership placement. It's the Strength card. A lot of this for me today is around the pride and the ego. It's Leo energy and its source. And the Strength card is connected to the heart chakra. So there's a couple of things here coming in already with that 2 of Swords and the High Priestess. Just the stagnancy around the communication. The pride that's going on here also around this other person. It's here and it's also in the Emperor in reverse. It is this feeling like there's just unresolved stuff. Like this finishing a conversation, maybe even having a new one. It definitely feels stagnant, and it's an energy of like everybody getting over pride and ego, somebody getting over pride and ego. But what I wanted to say, it's also strongly connected to you and the Strength card of self-love and courage. Clearly to make a decision, that 2 of Swords, like it's time. And then more importantly, the High Priestess, which is your energy. Being honest with yourself. Trusting your intuition in a decision that you're wanting to make. Because there's some anxiety here all across the board. This is somebody here. Well, first of all, you're on their mind, and that's just not surprising. It's just already what's been coming through. It's somebody who is wanting to talk, but their pride is keeping them from talking. They're in their head writing messages. You kind of both are speaking to each other. I want to say telepathically, like you're in each other's head. Like what they say, somebody takes up rent. You're both thinking about each other. And this is somebody who is in this energy, and it's there's a lot of nostalgic energy here, like thinking about the past, and this is you as well. You're both here. You could say from the beginning to where things are. There is a reunion energy that's in here, and it does feel like everybody has something to say and wants to see each other, but again, there's a lot of ego here. But I also want to validate that energy if you're feeling like you're wanting to move on. Now, that might not be for everyone, but it is a message that's coming in, so I'm going to need to honor that. Obviously. And this energy of 6 is a very healing energy. Restoring some balance and some harmony, and that 6 connecting us directly to the Lover's card. There is love here between you and this person. It's just not even a question for me. But it's been in no contact, and there's a lot of unresolved things going on. Yeah, you've been waiting on this person. 7 of Pentacles. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So Venus and Taurus energy, and I just want to validate their energy is really strong here. It doesn't mean they're a Taurus. They could be. Don't worry about that. It's mood, really, for me. It's not about gender. It's really not even, about the signs in that respect. But what's really clear is that you're waiting on this person. Or you were, some of you, holding on to the other half of an apple. It's like other half energy. And that's the other thing I want to say with the 6 of Cups. It can be that you've known each other for a really long time. Like you could be going into the past, into where you were, the beginning littles. That's also a kind of like a feeling, my person or somebody you just feel really connected to spiritually. That's what I want to say. And that other half energy does bring in that energy of my other half, like soulmate energy. But somebody's holding on to half of the apple, and that's also only half of the apple. It's not a whole apple. Sitting here on top of this tree, sort of, as you can see, put the rake up against the trees, no longer putting in the time and the effort. Looking kind of melancholy, as you can see. The look on the face. I mean, it's waiting, and that energy of kind of reflecting on things, what to do next. Controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. And it's coming in with that 2 of Swords and the High Priestess around a decision for you. The 10 of Pentacles is in reverse, and it's right below the 6 of Cups, so this past energy. And it's a validation, Mercury and Virgo, of things having like a conflicting energy, that something stopped here. So had you built a life together? Were you building a life together? Was it on the table? Oh my gosh, this is really goosebumpy because this is just clear. As you can see, the King of Swords is here. And here we go again. I'm speaking in rhymes. I've been doing that lately, not on purpose. Yes, I am a songwriter. However, that was, yeah. Anyway, I don't know why it's been happening. This King of Swords is just so validating in that sense. Well, it's clear. It's here with the Strength card. And it's been really clear to me that this is somebody who's probably struggling more with pride and perhaps even something that's going on in their life. Should they be connected to this 10 of Pentacles in reverse and like something is ending? There's something else going on. But this is the thing in that 8 of Wands. It's definitely is, and the Emperor spinners for me because they're writing messages that they're not sending. They're talking to friends about it. They're even writing messages and they're like showing them to someone, but not sending them. And this has been going on for a long time. But that energy around the 8 of Wands and the Emperor is also an energy coming in of somebody who eventually is going to make contact. Getting literally over pride and ego, getting the courage to do that. They're not sleeping. 9 of Swords, 6 of Cups. This person is awake. They're they're also in this energy of the Seven of Pentacles, in the sense that they are, my throat chakra is just going nuts. There's also a weight here. Like I said, I don't feel like anybody's really moved on completely, but they're waking up here in the night. They're not sleeping well, and they're just going over everything, and they're looking at their phone. I do feel that they're looking at pictures, and that's just really strong. Like pictures, maybe it's on social media, maybe it's on their phone. They're showing people. But this King of Swords here, there are so many times they've come so close to sending some kind of contact. It may have actually already happened for some of you, and it could definitely be that you're not expecting it in the next week, I do have to say. Gemini and Mercury energy. Of course, Mercury is the ruling planet for Gemini, planet of the mind, the planet of communication. It's somebody who's been thinking about it for a really long time. That's the thing. Yeah. And, of course, the swords are clarity in relationships, transactional. It's somebody thinking, trying to think rationally and logically. And their pride does get in the way. There's a fear of rejection as well. Like maybe you're not going to respond in the way they're hoping, and they'll just be embarrassed. Or, it's kind of like when you're watching somebody from your past and you don't want them to know you're watching them. And then if you're on social media, and you click on something, it's like, oh my gosh, you like it. You didn't mean to. I kind of have that feeling. So the Six of Swords is back, and we saw that coming in, and it was a spinner for me, and it was coming in initially in reverse, if you remember, but it just felt like it was spinning. And this is a strong validation of that. I think there has been some discord, and this is also an energy like it's time. And there's two things that it's time for. One, there's so much left unsaid here. But two, I do feel you kind of struggling with that energy of moving past this, maybe completely moving past this person, But here today, look, somebody is here in these darker clouds where storms have maybe passed but are still there. It's like kind of carrying it around, And it's holding on to this anchor, which is hovering above this water. And an anchor goes all the way down into the deep, doesn't it? And it latches onto the bottom. And that's just like a lot of deep emotions. There's a lot of things here that just haven't totally been dealt with between the two of you, for yourself. And also look how validating here with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Had you built a life, were you building it? Was it on the table? This long-term energy, that's what this is around. There's a lot of unresolved emotions. There's decisions, I feel like, for you. There's a lot of things left unsaid. It's being held up by a star. Yeah, wow. It's being held up by a star, this anchor. And maybe that's part of it, because that is this connection to all roads lead me back to you. For me, it's faded energy, like we met for a reason. And there's still some hope here. It's around renewal. I kind of feel like everybody's in that space at some point in this connection. The Six of Swords connecting with the Six of Cups here. That's a 66, and that's an imbalanced energy for me. And that's just really clear around the past, you could say reciprocity, kind of just where things are now. The Ten of Cups is here also in reverse, so it's super strong validation around something that has gone on here, like some kind of breakup energy, pause, no contact, no communication. I also want to validate that Now it's going to be really specific, but if you're on a twin flame journey, perhaps there's been a wait here for somebody to complete another contract. And that could be something that is kind of going on. The Three of Pentacles is connecting here with the Seven of Pentacles, which is very interesting because that does come to a 10. And we're seeing that in reverse. So it is also a validation for me of the wait for that. Like the long-term energy, whether you were already there, you were building it, or it was on the table. Because that reversal energy, again, is this validation that it's like that something went on here. Mars and Capricorn energy, and it is an energy of coming together, of like building things together. As you can see, there's, bricks here for this flower. Somebody's holding a nail. This bird has the brick, but it's not giving it to this person. They're holding on to it. And it's here with the Seven of Pentacles for the wait. And it's just really clear. So whether somebody's been available, somebody's not. Somebody's been available, somebody's not. Somebody's been ready, somebody's not. Justice is here. So I want to validate that, yes, there could be a karmic situation here. If that is the case for you, it's going to be so specific. But it is here. Connected to the heart chakra. This is Libra energy. Major Arcana. The truth. The yin-yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy, fate, karmic law, spiritual justice. So there's definitely still a connection here. One that might be making other people, that may have been like kind of making other people unhappy, if you know what I mean. There's a couple of, there's so much to unpack here. Give me a minute. Because this is somebody also who knows they need to make some things right. But their pride has been keeping them from doing that. And just the fact that maybe all this time there has been other stuff going on with other contracts. But this energy of wanting to communicate with you is definitely around making some things right. So whatever went on here, clearly they're acknowledging it. It's like playing a big part. The other, and that Two of Swords, the High Priestess, and now Justice, is kind of both of you, because it's both around this person deciding and getting out of their head and their complacency and pride and ego and making things right. But it's also here for you in, oh yeah, look, and a decision for yourself if you're feeling like you want to let go. Ten of Wands is in reverse, and it's validating in every single respect. Jupiter in Sagittarius. The thing is, the wands are fast. There's a lot of them. Well, wands are fast, but when there's too many of them, it's too much. Even though they're beautiful flowers. And look where it is. It's somebody sitting in this tree with half of the apple with the flowers. And here it's like, I can't. It's just a lot. And then here is their reversal. It's putting them down. So it's like getting out of that tree. And yeah, it's lightening things up. So for some of you, it is just really clear that this is, yeah, gosh, it feels like a bittersweet energy, I want to say, for those of you that are feeling like you want to let go. This is the second time this week I've heard this song. If This Is Goodbye, it's Mark Knopfler and Emmylou Harris. So you might want to check it out if you haven't. The other thing that's really interesting is look, the Lover's card is here. The Lover's card is here. There's a lot of energy coming from the top of the deck today. The Queen of Wands is in reverse, and it's right in between the Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles. So it's both around, well, you could say where things are right now. The lack of confidence, the lack of movement. But It's really, really connecting with the commitment, whatever happened here, whether there are third parties in the way of people, maybe even legal stuff, which could also be connected to people, of course, or just fear around commitment for whatever reasons, because it's the Strength card, and that is a fear. And it's connected to the Lovers card, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. And it's also connected to this Queen of Wands in reverse, court card, but look what's on here. Peacock feathers. And those connect me with commitment. That's what they do. They fluff them up when they're like trying to get their peacock. This reversal energy, the lack of confidence around that. And it's right here with the Ten of Pentacles, and it's right here with the fear. With that said, the first thing I want to validate is that they love you, and it's clear. And there comes the rhymes again. Gemini energy, Venus, which is the ruling planet for Taurus and Libra, love and relationships. This has been really clear for me that you love each other. It's not even a question. There's a deep love that's here. But it's also been really clear that there's some kind of break in communication, pause button, or no contact, no communication. It's just, yeah. And this is both around, I just feel like it's in alignment in terms of the anxiety that's going on, of this person really wanting to reach out and make things right. I think there might be something going on with them. But also, you're not sleeping great, at points and waking up and thinking about this person and wanting to just move past it. Despite the fact that, I do feel like there's still love here. That doesn't change what we need to do sometimes, does it? The High Priestess, the Lover's card, Justice. Feelings revealed in that High Priestess. And the Lover's card and the Truth. So the truth is that they love you too. They still love you too. Again, not even really a question for me. And if they haven't already, it does feel like there's some kind of communication going on. Just even our Page of Pentacles here. In reverse, our Messenger kind of holding it back. But also connecting with whatever went on here. Because look, it's a pentacle. Contracts, relationships, partnerships. There is a watering can which you need to water the flowers with for growth. And it's in reverse. And that's page energy. So it can be someone younger. But it really just feels more like, fear and maybe some emotional immaturity or holding back. Not necessarily that somebody's emotionally immature. And that's just pretty clear for me. It's here with the Nine of Swords. Again, this wake-up energy now, wanting to... you're on their mind, King of Swords. That's the thing, You're on their mind, and it's been really clear that Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ten of Wands in reverse, that they want to get out of... They want to hit the play button and get out of no contact energy. The bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands. What are the obstacles and the challenges around that? As you can see on the actual card, this person is playing chess. Game pieces, and there's people there on it. So obviously this can be around somebody who was at some point playing games. We could be looking at literal people, and it went right here with Justice. Ego is here. I also want to validate for those of you that this is around going from, just trying to fix this glare, going from physical and or platonic to more. and somebody's fear around that, that's also really clear. It's definitely going to be really specific for you. If you want to know how they feel, I definitely feel this no contact energy. Yes, this person still loves you. If you want to know their next move, it's highly likely that something's already come in or it's going to. The Tarot Closet. Channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. The bottom of the deck. I feel so at home with you. That's exactly the energy that was coming in, as well as the Six of Cups. So that it's really like, yeah, it feels emotional because it's also a feeling that you have, and it's this, well, yeah. Six of Cups, I feel so at home, the Lover's card. There's just a feeling of you're my person kind of energy. I'm not breaking anything up here. I just want to remind you, please, if you're hearing my voice, you're hearing this reading and you're not on my channel, the Tarot Closet on YouTube, my verified channel, the only place I upload, come over here and email me in the About Me page. Let me know where you're hearing this, because it means somebody's stealing. Thank you. You inspire a love in me I never knew. I think we are soulmates, Cancer. It's right here with the Lover's card. I heard our song today. It's right here with the Nine of Swords, like anxious, sleepless, feeling sad. I think of you 24/7. Right here with our Six of Cups. I tell you what, I feel like I've known you forever. That's what that is. Six of Cups energy. The Lover's card, of course. Oh my gosh, soul connection. Cancer, this is just really super validated. It's incredibly validating. I want to talk again. This is so much what this reading is today. This is someone who is missing you, who is not sleeping. I do feel there's some grief here and there's regret here. I want to talk again has been this ongoing feeling and message that's been here in your reading today. Look at this. I play songs that remind me of you. I mean, it's just strong. This Six of Cups energy is super strong. You are very much on their mind. They're listening to music. They're either waking up and not going back to sleep, or they're just staying awake and just going through stuff, you know? Fate, we met for a reason. It's one of the first energies that, oddly enough, came through here in our Six of Swords. All the emotions that run deep, but the lack of the communicating them, maybe for some of you for a while. This anchor that's being suspended by the star. I think we are soulmates. I feel like I've known you forever in fate. We met for a reason. A fated connection. More Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, messages from your higher self, Chatty. I am always with you. I am hiding my true feelings. Clear. That's the Emperor energy we saw coming in, but I am waking up. Oh my gosh. So that's the other thing. It's connecting to judgment, crown chakra, I know. And Archangel Gabriel is specifically connected to the sacral chakra, I feel, and the third eye chakra, I see the self-awareness. Get some clarity, wake up. This is definitely an energy from the past lovers, you could say, and whether that is recent or far back. For some of you, this might be closure. And that's also connecting to you, of course. I am waking up. Two of Swords, High Priestess. It's not changing what I feel here. Take it as you will. Take it for what it is. That's what it is here today. That's the reading here today. There is a soul connection. You did meet for a reason. You still love each other. But what is all the stuff in between? Wanted me to. It's really focusing on the Six of Cups energy. Again, it's the Sun in Scorpio, and that's bringing in the Sun energies, of course. The Sun energy and the Scorpio energy, that brings in the Death card. Just, got to bring that through. And the Sun luminary revealing the Sun, a new cycle, the Death card around change, past, current, future. I mean, there's a lot of things to unpack here. But what is just super clear is that you still love each other. The reunion energy that's in here is there's a lot of longing for that. And at some point, communicatively speaking, that's a reality. It was me, not you. You have changed me for the better. You deserve so much more. Cancer. My world changed when I met you. I am afraid to contact you. Eight of Wands, Strength card, King of Swords, everything here. It's extremely validating. I don't think I need any more validation, but it's coming in. Please forgive me. That's the other thing. They haven't made something right. You are my biggest wish. We belong together. We met for a reason. I still want you. Your last channeled love message from your person, message from their higher self, Cancer. Here we go. Look. I was pointing at the apple, somebody holding on to the other side. So they're validating that you are my other half too. You are my other half. That's the soul connection. That's the soulmate energy. I think we are soulmates, soul connection, fate. It's just very clear. In case you wanted to know. And also, the fact that at some point there is a message coming through, and it for sure can be coming up here. I need to validate that. If you're here in real time, especially, we are still in Mercury retrograde. I know not everybody is. If you're resonating, this is your reading, Beautiful Cancer, that's your reading today. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I sure appreciate you. I'm sending you love and light always and hoping the best for you. And looking forward to seeing you at another love reading soon. Until next time.